The whole place was designed to be fun. You know, I just didn't want a card shop. I wanted people to come here and have fun. Welcome to Frank's Card World. Come on in. The first thing you'll see to the right is our modern showroom. We take a lot of pride in this and a lot of pride in designing it. You know, I think a lot of card shops have an older vibe and have, you know, an older feel to it. We wanted something more modern, something sleek looking. So that's why we came out with the black walls, the black cases. Something I'm really proud of is the Jumbotron here, and the hexagon lights also add a more modern, newer, cooler feel. We have cases along that wall, along these two walls. Those are all graded cards. In our showcase here, we have some graded and some raw cards, but these are where the more higher end, expensive cards are. So we have everything ranging from here to, you know, $5,000 to $10. Over here is the value box area. And this is where the cards are from $1 to $5. Everything in this room is from about 2010 and on.
So what got you into card collecting?
So as a kid, I was really into card collecting. You know, ever since I was little, I remember my parents taking me to different card shops. And as I got older and the hobby evolved, about 4 or 5 years ago, I really started to take off and I really got into it more. And that's when I started a business, and that's when I thought I'd kind of take it to the next level. Never really expected to be at this point, but you know, it's been an awesome ride, and you know, cards are so fun. You know, I do it with my friends. You know, I have 3 of my best friends, even before cards, are, you know, 3 of my full-time employees, and you know, there's times we're sitting around and we're working, and I think to myself, you know, this is actually our job. There's a lot of worse things you could be doing every day than, you know, pricing cards and sorting cards, and it's a lot of fun, and it's just a fun hobby, and it's been fun to bring other people into the hobby. And that's what this shop has done too, and it's brought a bunch of more, you know, new people into the hobby, which I've really enjoyed doing.
So you get a real passion for it then, huh?
I do. I always have. You know, it's always been something that's awesome to me. I love sports, you know, follow sports, big sports fan. And it's just the cards are like the art of sports. And, you know, I've noticed in different things, like sometimes you'll see a picture and you'll remember the game it was from, or maybe you were at that game, and just little stuff like that that I always thought were the cool part of cards that, you know, not everybody else might think of or notice, but it's always been something I've been very passionate about.
So what is the biggest collection of a player that you have on hand? Or do you find there's a bunch of people coming and looking for a certain guy?
So there's some stuff I feel like we've been open for about 11 days. We can't even keep on the shelf. A lot of those are Michael Jordan cards. We have an entire case of Michael Jordan graded cards, and we have everything from him playing baseball. We had a couple really cool ones that have sold from like Sports Illustrated. We have 2 Jordan rookies in the cases over there, and those are the higher end, the 1986 Fleer. And over here, football is really popular. Football is kind of the king right now. We have a lot of Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, the new rookies, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels are really hot.
For people who don't know much about cards, where does the value come from?
So to me, I think, you know, they've done such a good job, and it's what brought the industry back, is how rare they make cards. And, you know, in the 80s and 90s, they overprinted them, and it kind of, you know, really killed the industry for a short amount of time. And I think now some cards are just so rare, and I think those are the cards that are really going to hold their value. All right, so we like to call this room, we call this our wax room. We have everything in this room. From at the end down there is all of our supplies, top loaders, pages for binders, penny sleeves, every size one touch you could need. Then here we have all of our boxes. So we try to range from everything. We have some blaster boxes on the cheaper end to, you know, the higher end hobby boxes. Everything new, everything hot right now we have in this case. My buddy Ryan over here is in the middle of ripping a box.
Oh! What is this? Did it just get a... He did. Caitlin Clark!
So a little bit about these hobby boxes. That they are expensive. Hobby boxes are the highest end boxes you can buy, but they have guarantees. So this box here has 2 guarantee autographs. So we have 2 autograph cards. He hasn't got them yet. You know, you don't know what player it's going to be, so that's kind of the fun in it. Who you're chasing and what player you can get.
Number to 499.
As we walk back here, you'll see this is the back of the card shop, and this is where we have the golf simulators. So we have 2 full swing wide edition golf simulators.
So besides golf, what else can you do on these?
As you can see here on golf, you know, you can play courses. There's 90 some courses. You have driving range, target range, but you have a ton of different options of games. And there's a fan favorite with the kids is Zombie Dodgeball. So this here is the basketball room / all-purpose room, I call this one. So as you can see, we got a hoop It raises the 10 and it goes all the way down to 7. My favorite part of this room is the floor. I think it came out awesome. Really gives a really cool look to this room. So this room is not only going to be used for basketball and for the birthday parties, but we're going to use it for card shows. And we'll have tons of space in here for some tables and some tables in some of the other rooms too. But that's what I like this room. It gave us, this area to have some trade nights and card shows and do other cool card events in here. So we're really excited about that, as well as just the basketball aspect of it. All right, let's head to the party room. So one thing I really wanted this place is I wanted it to be fun. I wanted it to be a fun vibe and a fun setting for families and people to go. Whether you're a card collector or you're not a card collector, I wanted it still to be somewhere where you could go and have fun. So that's where this room came from. This is our party room. As you can see, we have seating here and we have arcade games. So this will be available to rent. You could rent this and it could be private, and you could rent it for, birthday parties, fantasy football draft. So we showed you the modern showroom, and we also have a vintage showroom. So this is probably my personal favorite part of the entire store. This was a lot of fun designing, a lot of fun putting together, and something that I really take a lot of pride in. So we wanted this place to give you a little bit more of a vintage feel. That's why we went with the orange carpets, the orange countertops, the wood paneling, the wallpaper. We put it all together to be a little more vintage, and we wanted you to feel like you were in the 70s or the 80s, and we wanted to take you back in time, and that's what this room is. It has cards from dating back all the way 1920s to about 1980. So, we have all the old guys in here. We have Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Roberto Clemente, everything you could think of from that area, any of the stars. It was a lot of fun collecting these and learning more about these to open up the shop. Probably my favorite card in here being from the Pittsburgh area. We have a Roberto Clemente rookie here, PSA 2.5. Beautiful card. Like I said, this is something that some collectors are obsessed with and some don't really take as much interest in. I personally really enjoy it. The old pirate cards, and obviously I didn't see Roberto Clemente play. That was before my time, but hearing the name forever and getting a little bit of the history behind all of that. And that's what this card I thought was really cool. And it's the crazy to think of, this is a card from 1921. And it's crazy to think of people card collecting 100 years ago. And I really thought it was neat to have a card that old. So a big term in the hobby is the junk wax era. So up here we have some of our junk wax packs. We have everything ranging from the 70s to the 1999 is the newest one. All 4 major sports: football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. I personally love just the look of it. I think the colors are awesome. I think they give up a nice, cool little visual, and they're all for sale. And once again, this room was designed to kind of take you back in time and make you feel like a kid again. Well, that's the grand tour. Thank you for checking out Frank's Card World. If you want to come in, we're about 45 minutes from Pittsburgh, hour and a half from Cleveland, Western Pennsylvania. Whether you want to check out one of our 55,000 cards, play on the golf simulators, or book an event, we hope to see you soon. Thanks.